Yo, what's going on YouTube, my fellow evil residents? Let's talk Resident Evil. So Resident Evil 2 Remake delivered, and okay, it wasn't the best version of the story we could have had, but what we did get was near perfect. Mr. X chasing you around the RPD gave the game a different kind of fear, and you weren't able to use the loading doors to save you from him anymore. You just had to run and you had to survive. The whole journey through the city sequence was shortened, and they missed out there, like the whole bus and the blasting the cop zombies in the courtyard. They missed out there. In the end though, they smashed that game. Then they moved on to Resident Evil Remake and they ruined it, and that game was just a disaster. But in the end, Capcom pulled through and we got Resident Evil 4 Remake, and it was perfect. And all was forgiven, right? No wrong. There are two very important missing pieces to the remake puzzle. All the new blood to the series must be wondering, how did we get from rookie cop to secret agent? How did it all start? And that's where these two come into the mix. Resident Evil 0 is the daddy here. I mean, that's how it all began. That game's event sealed the fate of Raccoon City. And you can't have 0 without 1. Now stick with me. But if it was to make both of those game stories into one single fluid campaign, like 0 ends, there's a cutscene of Rebecca taking shelter in the mansion. Like, at some point the player takes over, you take Rebecca through the mansion a little bit, like you come through like a garden entrance or something, so you don't ruin that first shot of the mansion foyer when Chris, Jill and Barry will get there. And that section of Resident Evil 0 ends with Rebecca bumping into Kenneth somewhere in the mansion. Man's all yicked up on that because he's been bitten a few times. They get separated by a couple zombies or something, or a dog maybe even. And that's how it ends. And then you start the Resident Evil 1 campaign, and it starts with the SOS beacon or the black box scanner from the helicopter. And it's got to be Wesker that introduces that scene for it to work. Like, Wesker comes into the STARS office, he's like, yo, the black box has gone off. We know what they are, let's go find the Bravo team. And then later on, you have it explained in a later on cutscene that like Wesker's activated himself because obviously he needs to draw the Alpha team up to the mountains to test out all the BOWs. And then the rest is history. You just use the story from Resident Evil 1, you update it, you give it the whole remake treatment. You're onto a winner, mate. You could complete the whole remake story and you'd be done. Capcom's missing out on some really scary stuff if they don't remake the first game. I mean, imagine what Hunter would look like now in 2023. Give it a couple of years to come out 2025, mate. Imagine what Hunter would look like on graphics then. Imagine now you don't have the loading screens for the doors anymore. Imagine you kill a couple zombies and then you've got Crimson Heads running around that mansion. Like, that's worse than anything that we've had so far. I remember the first time playing Resident Evil 1 on the GameCube on my own. I got to the first Crimson Head, man. I turned the game off. I was only a little kid at the time. No, not for me. I feel like we've already had a glimpse at what a Chimera will look like. I mean, take a look at the model for the Navista door and the Resident Evil 4 remake. Put money on it that those models are going to be pretty identical. Just think what Lisa Trevor would look like now on a PS5 or PC graphics, man. Her chasing you around, shuttling along with a little chain and that ding-a-linging around with her. It'd be crazy, man. What are we saying about Neptune then? That would be one hell of a fight on an up-to-date system. Giant zombified shark, yes please. Mark 42, get in the mix as well, why not? Anyway, with that, I'll leave you some gameplay footage of Hunk in the Village, S++ rating. The Scissor Sisters and Shrek do turn up to join the party in a little while. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and hit that subscribe button.
time.